Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today we've got a Parsimonious pipe. It is this lovely, long pipe by Lee, 3-star Canadian. It is 3 stamped stars, as you will see in a moment. They're a little unusual, but the 3 stamped stars puts it in a later time frame, sometime in the late 50s, early 60s to around 1970, we think. At any rate, it is a lovely pipe. Let's take a closer look. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see nice swirls of bird's eye. Look down at the top. Bird's eye and straight grain meet right there in the middle on top of that long shank. And there you see, right in the center, the normal stamping, and close up, right near the end of the shank, 3 stamped gold stars, the 5-point stars. This is a new thing to me. I've never seen a pipe by Lee where the stars were stamped into the briar instead of into the mouthpiece. Flip it around and you can see more just lovely bird's eye on this side of the bowl, and then the straight grain going across both the shank and the back side of the bowl. This one I just had to flip underneath so you could see how that bird's eye pattern going into the straight grain just continues right down there to the bottom of the bowl. Just lovely the way this comes together. Another unusual feature on this pipe. This is only the second or maybe third pipe by Lee that I have come across that has a push stem instead of the usual screw-in threaded mouthpiece tenon. That looks like it probably had a stinger at some point. All of the pipe by Lees I've ever heard of did, but just another little oddity. Now that pipe cost me $51 and change, which is just barely above what I normally think of as my upper limit for calling something a parsimonious pipe. But this required almost no cleanup. It just sanitation, and a little bit of cleanup. There was a little bit of darkening on the rim, but nothing that required anything extensive. That cleaned up very nicely, as you can see. It was just barely dark. So no before and after pictures on this one. This was not a restoration or a save by any means. It came to me in just lovely condition. And came to me as, like I said, as a form of pipe by Lee that I had not seen before. So, always finding something new. Shoutouts. It's been a couple weeks since I did any shoutouts, and I've got a few here this week, including a couple of new presenters that I think you'll like. But first, let's get relit. And yes, I did just use a Bic to light a match. Don't know if I told you what I'm smoking in this. Got some pirate cake. This pipe had just the slightest ghost, and not enough to really fiddle with the salt treatment. And I know, Cane Rod Piper and Mike at Briar Blues, they do all that fancy retort stuff and, baking it in the oven with some food grade carbon and all of that. I do it the old fashioned man's way. I smoke some pirate cake in it, and that scares the ghost out. It's fantastic stuff. Anyway, let's get to shoutouts. The first few of these, first almost dozen of them, This week are non-presenters, so let me just run through this list and thank each one of you. Wordlitos, Garrett Godsey. Now, I'm not sure about the last name. It's Mohammed Foray. Correct me. Z. Cooper, Ken Beck, Mark, just Mark, Pennywise, 2 words, and last, Podet Soster, Potets Oster, no idea. Make a video. Tell us how it's pronounced. Thank you, gentlemen, for your support of this channel. I do appreciate it greatly. The last 2 are presenters. 1, Dozy Dad. He has a very interesting shtick. You need to check his channel out to see exactly what I mean. Link will be below. Thank you for your support, Mr. Dozy Dad. I do find your videos relaxing and entertaining, by the way. The second one is brand spanking new to presenting as well, and this is Pork Roll Piper. He did a YTPC hello just less than a week ago. Drop in and give both of these gentlemen some YTPC sub love. I think you're going to like them. I do already. So, of course, some of y'all don't like the company I hang out with, and I can understand. Some of the guys like Onion and Mudge, they're, well, less than desirable maybe, but hey, sometimes you can't pick your friends. Anyway, give these guys a look. I hope for those of you who are in the U.S. and are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, I hope you have a very blessed Thanksgiving. We're going to have a house full. Until then, light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon.